Many people knew Jack Elam's face from Hollywood movies because of his crazy misplaced eye and his ability to play bad guys. With more than 200 roles in movies and TV shows, he became a superstar in Western movies. But behind that crooked smile and piercing eyes was an actor whose career was forever changed by a single part that was both his blessing and his curse. Elam was born in Miami, Arizona, in 1920. His life was hard, but he always got through it. In 12th grade he lost his left eye sight after being stabbed with a pencil during a fight at a Boy Scouts meeting. Because of this he was born with a wandering eye which could have stopped most of his acting dreams before they even started. But Elam wasn't interested in Hollywood at that time. He was more concerned with making it through the Great Depression by doing odd jobs to help his family. Elam used to be an accountant before he became famous. He even worked as a bookkeeper for the Hollywood film business. But movies were always close by. His job as an accountant put him in touch with producers and actors, and he finally realized that he could make more money in front of the camera than in the office. His strange looks and quick wit made him a natural for bad guy parts, and he quickly became known for always playing the bad guy. In the 1950s and early 1960s, Elam was a mainstay in westerns. He was in famous movies like High Noon, Gunfight at the OK Corral, and Rawhide. He played many criminals, robbers, and corrupt police officers, giving each role a creepy quality. Directors loved how his lazy eye gave him a disturbing, almost supernatural look. Still, Elam was stuck playing one-dimensional bad guys. Even though he was becoming more famous, Hollywood saw him as a scary face, not a complex character. Then there was 1968's Once Upon a Time in the West. This Sergio Leone-directed spaghetti western is now thought to be one of the best movies of its kind, known for its epic plot and unforgettable visuals. Leone cast Elam as Snakey, one of three gunmen sent to a lonely train stop to surprise Charles Bronson's character, Harmonica. Everyone knows about the scene. The only sounds that broke the tense quiet were the sounds of leather creaking, flies buzzing, and a windmill far away. Elam steals the show even though she doesn't say a word. As he tries to catch a fly in the barrel of his gun, he sits there idly, his eyes wandering. It starts out as a silly joke but quickly becomes very serious. When the train finally comes, the tension breaks and a brutal shootout happens very quickly. As Elam is being shot, Leone's camera stays on his face the whole time, catching every twitch and flicker of feeling. A lot of people say that this opening scene is one of the best in movie history. Leone was very smart to cast Elam with Woody Strode and Al Mulak, two other character actors who are known for playing bad guys. Leone let their faces tell the story by giving them almost no dialogue. He used close-ups and subtle movements to create a sense that violence was about to happen. Elam stood out because of his crooked smile and wandering eyes, which made him look both scary and funny at the same time. Once Upon a Time in the West did well at the box office, and with critics, solidifying Leone's position as a Western genre master. But for Elam, the part had effects she didn't expect. Because his act was so scary and so perfectly bad, it set the tone for the rest of his career. The people who were casting him could only see him as a dangerous criminal. The offers that came after were all different versions of the same type. They are heartless, cruel, and lack any character. The turn of events was frustrating for Elam, who had shown his range in other parts. He was good at comedy and could also play likable roles in movies like Kansas City Confidential and The Sundown. But after Once Upon a Time in the West, he was always cast as the bad guy with the grin. Because the business had a narrow view, he couldn't look into more complicated parts. Elam didn't want to be limited, so he turned to TV, which gave him more freedom to be artistic. He played the likable con artist Uncle Jesse in Alias Smith and Jones, which was a mix of comedy and heart. In The Texas Wheelers, he played a grumpy but likable father figure, which showed how good he was at timing jokes. These parts showed a side of Elam that Hollywood had been ignoring for a long time, a charming character actor who can do more than just scare people. Even though he was popular on TV, the movie business still saw him as a bad guy. As time went on, Elam got fewer job offers and rarely got to play characters with many layers and depth. It was a cruel irony for an actor whose good looks made people overlook his skills, but Elam never lost his funny side or his love for the craft. Toward the end of his life, he enjoyed being a cult hero by acting in comedic westerns like Support Your Local Sheriff and The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again. These movies gave him a chance to make fun of his bad guy image, which had been holding him back in the past. People loved him for it, and he became a well-known and loved figure in American pop culture. Jack Elam died in 2003, but he will always be remembered as one of the best character players in Hollywood history. His performance in Once Upon a Time in the West is still seen as a model of subtle menace, inspiring many artists to come. In the same way, it's a cautionary tale about being typecast and how one famous part can make or break a career. Today, people remember Jack Elam for more than just being bad. He was one of the first people to play different roles, and his squinted eyes and crooked grin became iconic of westerns from the past. But behind that scary face was an artist with a huge range, a sense of fun, and a lot of heart. One part may have made or broken his career, but his legacy is much more complex. It shows how powerful acting can be and how magical movies can be for a long time. Jack Elam's career is an interesting story of ability, being pigeonholed, and success. His role in Once Upon a Time in the West is famous, but it also changed him in a way he didn't expect. But he didn't let Hollywood's narrow view of him stop him. Instead, he changed himself on TV and in comedy, showing that even the most famous bad guys have heart. Thank you for watching this in-depth look at Jack Elam's life and work. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more Hollywood secrets. Which Jack Elam part is your favorite? Are you sure he wasn't unfairly cast in that role? Or did the way he looked make him perfect for those bad guy roles?